All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Wahara Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the hopeful elect out there toiling in this truth. I'm Bathaka Moth GMS Dallas. I'm just coming back at you with a really quick hit lesson. And I'm going to simply entitle this, The Most High Dwells with Israel. He always has, and he always will. Because the Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, is with his people, man, and he's about his people. Nothing else. These nations, he don't care about them. Scriptures go into that. I'm not going to, pull those scriptures, but the scriptures are very clear that the Most High is about his people, and that's who he dwells with, the nation of Israel, which is his chosen nation, pursuant to Isaiah, the 44th chapter in verse 1. You know what I'm saying? Of course, he chose, when you read in 2nd Ezra's, I believe it's the 5th chapter, around verse 27, he goes into how of all the people, he chose, he got to him one people, and he put his law, gave them his law, which when you read in Psalms 147, verse 19 and 20, it goes in, it breaks all that down, how he showeth his word to Jacob, his statutes and his judgments to Israel. He had not dealt so with any other nation. And as for his judgments, they have not known them. You know what I'm saying? So, the Lord is about his people. He's with his people. That's where he dwells. That's where he's going to dwell, when everything is said and done, which we're going to get into it. And, I'm just going to bring out a series of scriptures. I got a few scriptures, and just showing that the Lord is with his people, man. He dwells with his people, Israel. He's not dwelling with any other nation, not with these nations, man. That whole universal thing, which goes back to Catholicism, which means universal. The Roman Catholic Church has made this thing about everybody, when this thing is not about everybody. This thing is about the nation of Israel only. You know what I'm saying? The Gentiles, all of that is talking about Israelites. You know what I'm saying? So, the Lord is with his people. The Most High dwells with Israel. He always has, and he always will, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. That's the title of the lesson. So real quick, let's set let me get this real quick. This is Malachi chapter 3 and verse 6, and it reads, I am the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, I change not. Therefore ye sons of Jacob are not consumed. So the Lord is letting you know, the Most High Yahweh is letting you know right here that he doesn't change. He's the same today that he's always been. You know what I'm saying? And then you have these Christians, which I'll address that real quick, and then we'll get into the actual scriptures to prove that the Lord is with Israel. You have these Christians that want to say that the one whom they ignorantly fraudulently refer to as Jesus Christ, true biblical name Yahweh Shai, they want to say that he changed, when everything changed when Jesus came on the scene. Wrong, man. And he told you that out of his own mouth. So real quick, let's just get that real quick, and then we'll get into the actual scriptures that I want to bring out. This is John chapter 6, and we're going to drop down to, is it 35? 36, let me see. 38. This is John chapter 6 and verse 38. Red letters, Yahweh Shai himself is speaking here, whom they ignorantly refer to as Jesus Christ. And it reads, for I came down from heaven not to do mine own will, but the will of him that sent me. So don't say he changed something. He's let you clearly know out of his own mouth. This is a very clear and plain and to the point statement that he's making here, because you got people saying that he changed things. Well, he's letting you know out of his own mouth he didn't come to change anything. He came to do the will of his Father who sent him, man. John 6 and 38, for I came down from heaven not to do mine own will, but the will of him that sent me, because that's the only one who has will, man. There's no free will. The only one who has will is Yahweh, the Most High Yahweh. You know what I'm saying? So it's the will, purpose, and pleasure of Yahweh. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going on. So the Yahweh Shai, the Messiah, is letting you know that that's what he came to do, the will of the Father. That's what we're all doing. We're doing the will of the Father, no matter what you're doing, no matter what lot you're in. If you're wicked, no matter what, Esau is doing the will of the Father, of the Heavenly Father. He's not outside the will of the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? The elect is doing the will of the Father. You know what I'm saying? So whatever you're doing, whatever lot you're in, however you're moving, the Lord has you moving like that and has you doing what he has you doing. You know what I'm saying? Because there's only one will, the will, purpose, and pleasure of Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushai, the Most High Yahweh, is his will, you know. So, and just to add on to this, you know, because he's clearly letting you know he didn't come to do his own will, but the will of the Father, his Father who sent him. Let's go to real quick, Hebrews 13 and verse 8. And it reads, Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, the same yesterday and today and forever. So he's in the same spirit as the Father, man. You know what I'm saying? He came to do his will. He didn't come to do his own will. So, and he's telling you, he's letting you know right here, just like the Most High let you know in Malachi, the 3rd chapter, that he doesn't change, man. The Most High doesn't change. And Yahushua doesn't change. And he let you know that he didn't change anything. He came to do the will of the Father, not his own will. So stop with that, Christians. You know, so now that we've established that the Most High dwells with Israel, he always has and always will. He's about his people, man. And that's his dwelling place, with his people. Yeah, of course, his people goes off and he turns his back on them. He sends them in captivity, you know, that hell, which is what the hell is talking about. You know, captivity, which we're in hell right now. We're in this captivity under these devils, you know what I'm saying, which we're about to be delivered out of this soon. Lord willing, I can be a part of that. But ultimately, the Lord is always about his people and he's with his people, man. You know what I'm saying? So real quick, let's go to Exodus. I'm just going to get a few series of scriptures just showing that the Lord is in the midst of Israel, man. You know what I'm saying? This is Exodus chapter 29. And we're going to jump down to verse 45. Exodus 29 and verse 45. And it reads, and I will dwell among the children of Israel, and I will be their power. Did you hear that? The Lord said he would dwell among the children of Israel, which the children of Israel consist of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians of Negroid descent. You make up the 12 no longer lost tribes of the nation of Israel. In these times, we know who we are, we know who our enemies are, you know, which is all 17 other nations outside of the nation of Israel, you know, primarily the Edomites, man. You know, the true red Hebrew Edomites of the Bible, which consist of the so-called self-proclaimed white man, woman, and child in these times, who call themselves Caucasians. You know, so he says, Exodus 29 and 45, and I will dwell among the children of Israel, and I will be their power. Verse 46, and they shall know that I am the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, their power, that brought them forth out of the land of Egypt, that I may dwell among them. I am Yahweh Shem Yahushai, their power. There it is, man. So that's very clear, very to the point. You know, come on, man, plain and to the point. You know what I'm saying? You cannot deny that. The Lord is about his people and nothing has changed. We already brought those scriptures out, man. So he's still about this to this very day. So let's just keep it going. I'm just going to bring out a series of proving that the Lord lets you know that he's about his people. He's with his people. And that's just what it is. This is Leviticus. Chapter 26 and verse 11. And it reads, and I will set my tabernacle among you, and my soul shall not abhor you. So the Lord is letting his people know that he's going to set his tabernacle among them, man. You know, so verse 12, it says, and I will walk among you and will be your power, and ye shall be my people. You know what I'm saying? And there it is again, direct and to the point. The Lord is letting you know. And who are the people of the Lord? Real quick. Let's get this right here. Well, you see several of them. Exodus 3 and 10. Come now, therefore, and I will send thee unto Pharaoh, that thou mayest bring forth my people, the children of Israel, out of Egypt. So the children of Israel is the people of the Lord. That's who he chose. Since I quoted, let's just get it real quick. Isaiah 44 and verse 1. And it reads, yet now hear, O Jacob, my servant, and Israel, whom I have chosen. That's the chosen people of the Lord. So again, going back to Leviticus real quick, Leviticus 26. And we're going to drum back down to 11 and 12. And it reads, Leviticus 26 and 11, and I will set my tabernacle among you, and my soul shall not abhor you. And I will walk among you and will be your power, and ye shall be my people. Just another verse proving that the Lord is about the nation of Israel, and that's who he dwells among. That's who he's always dwell with. He always has and he always will, man. He's about his people. That's why he refers to them as Zion, man. Zion means monument, a thing remembered. Even though right now the Lord has turned the Most High Yahweh has turned his back on his people, he's still about his people, man. That's why they're Zion in the Hebrew to Zion, which means monument, thing remembered. He's not going to forget his people, man. And he's going to eventually dwell with them again, man. You know what I'm saying? So real quick, let's keep it going. This is Numbers chapter 35. And we're going to jump down to verse 34. Very last verse. Numbers 35 and 34. Defile not therefore the land which ye shall inhabit, wherein I dwell. For I, the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai, dwell among the children of Israel. There it is, very plain and to the point. Simply put, the Lord is about his people. He's with his people. He always has been. He always will be. So we're just going to keep nailing that, banging that hammer in, that nail, putting that hammer to the head of that nail and making this point. These Christians don't get this simple thing right here, man. But hey, it is what it is, man. This is 1 Kings chapter 6 and verse 13. And it reads, and I will dwell among the children of Israel and will not forsake my people. There it is, man. Very clear, very to the point, very simple. You know what I'm saying? So we're just going to keep banging that the head of that nail with this hammer, man. Proving to these Christians that the Lord has a chosen people, and that's who he's about. Those promises that were given to those people, he has to honor those things, man. There was blessings and promises given, and he has to, or else he's the very liar that he said he can't be. He said, I'm a man that I cannot lie. You know what I'm saying? He can't lie, man. He's about his word, and he said his word's not going to come back to him void, but they're going to accomplish the thing whereto he sent it in Isaiah 55 and 11. So all of these things hold the Most High to it. You know what I'm saying? He's a man, he can't lie, and he has to be about his word. So all of these things are being spoken. So that's what it is, bro. As a matter of fact, let's, real quick, let's get that. I want to just bring that out. This is Isaiah chapter 55 and verse 11, and it reads, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereunto I sent it. So the Lord is letting you know there is nothing that he speaks that's going to go out void. It's going to accomplish the thing whereto he sent it, man. What he speaks is going to come to pass. So the things that he says, he has to be held to that, man. So he's letting he's a power that's going to dwell amongst, he's about his people, and he's going to dwell amongst his people. He's with his people. He's about them. So there is nothing you can do about that, man. It is what it is, bro. Weep and cry if you want, but you're not going to change what we're reading, man. This is Ezekiel chapter 37 and verse 27. And it reads, my tabernacle also shall be with them. Yea, I will be their power, and they shall be my people. And verse 28, and the heathen shall know, and that's all 17 other nations outside of the nation of Israel, which the Lord ain't with, and the heathen shall know that I, the Lord, do sanctify Israel, set them apart. They're cleansed. They're a holy people unto the Lord. He chose them unto himself, and he sanctified them. He separated them from the heathens. He gave them his laws, man, that to govern them, I, the Lord, do sanctify Israel when my sanctuary shall be in the midst of them forevermore. There it is, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't contend with that. It is what it is, man. It's very clear, So real quick, let's jump over to verse 40, chapter 43, Ezekiel, still in the book of Ezekiel, chapter 43. And I'm going to hit verse 7 and then jump down to verse 9. Ezekiel 43 and verse 7. And he said unto me, son of man, the place of my throne and the place of the soles of my feet, where I will dwell in the midst of the children of Israel forever, and my holy name shall the house of Israel no more defile, neither they nor their kings by their whoredoms, nor by the carcasses of their kings in their high places. So the feet of the Lord, the soles of the feet of the Lord dwell in the midst of the children of Israel, man. Jump down to verse 9. It says, now let them put away their whoredom and the carcasses of their kings far from me, and I will dwell in the midst of them forever, in the midst of the Israelites forever, man. You know what I'm saying? That, again, you can't refute these scriptures, man. The Lord's a man, he can't lie. He's letting you know what it is clearly in all these verses that I'm bringing out, man. So come on, man. Stop with the madness. This is Zechariah chapter 2 and verse 10, and it reads, sing and rejoice, O daughter of Zion, the daughter of Zion. That's the nation of Israel. Zion means in the Hebrew to Zion means a monument, a thing remembered, man. And the Lord said he wasn't going to forget his people. For lo, I come and I will dwell in the midst of thee, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Verse 11, and many nations shall be joined to thee, Salakia, and many nations shall be joined to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai in that day, and shall be my people. And that's not going into the actual nations. That's going into the scattered seed, those Gentiles, the scattered seed. You know what I'm saying? Those Israelite foreigners that's been scattered among these nations, man. Going back to the curses, and I will scatter thee among all nations from one end of the heavens to the other. So all four corners of the earth, the Israelites are there. So those are and they're among all these nations, and they're procreating among these nations. So you're gonna have Israelites that come looking like the other nations over a dispensational period of time, man. They're not gonna all come looking like Shaft or Wesley Snipes, man. You got these all black Hebrew Israelite groups out here that's just going off, man, and they don't accept the Northern Kingdom, the Hispanics, and they don't accept the scattered seed. The Salakia, the Hispanics and the Native Americans, and they don't accept the scattered seed. Everything is just black, so-called. Come on, man, stop, bro. So we've been scattered among these nations, man. So that's what it's talking about. That's the Gentiles, that it's talking about, But it says, verse 11, and many nations shall be joined to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai in that day, and shall be my people. And I will dwell in the midst of thee, and thou shalt know that Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai of armies hath sent me unto thee. So we're coming into the times where all these things are going, they're going to be known, and it's not going to be any more doubt about it. You know what I'm saying? These people going to know what it is, So it's all good, man. This is Psalms chapter 140, and we're going to drop down to verse 13, very last verse, and it reads, surely the righteous shall give thanks unto thy name, the upright shall dwell in thy presence. Yeah, man, because he's in the midst of his people, man. He's going to be in the midst of his people again. You know what I'm saying? So it says, surely the righteous, which overall that righteous nation are the Israelites, that chosen nation. But in these times, 2/3, the majority, 2 parts shall be cut off and die, because they've attached themselves to this wicked society, this system, this beast system, and they choose their oppressor, their enemy, over their power, man, in these times. That's why the Lord is going to have to delete them, man. You know what I'm saying? So the righteous is talking in these times, is talking about the elect, that remnant that's returning in these times. Returning to what? To the Most High, to their heritage, to who they are in these times, their power, and to who they are. That's why you got these people all over the planet now starting to claim that they're Israelites, man. The blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Which, again, the elect of them is the righteous that is speaking of in these times. Surely, Psalms 140 and 13, surely the righteous shall give thanks unto thy name. Wow. Unto thy name, which you got especially one group out here I have in my mind that's making the name unimportant, like the name ain't important, which the scriptures always stress the name, man. Proverbs 18 and 10. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and are safe. How you going to run into a name? How do you run into a name? By calling upon it. But how are you going to run into that to be safe if we don't have it? And we're coming into a time where we're definitely going to need it. So that don't make sense, man. These groups are going off, man. And y'all know who I'm talking about. I'm just not gonna give them no shine. I ain't, Psalms 140:13. Surely the righteous shall give thanks unto thy name. The upright shall dwell in thy presence, because the Lord is going to be in the midst of them. And as a matter of fact, the very next scripture goes into that. Let's get that. Revelations 21 and verse 3. And it reads, and I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, behold, the tabernacle of the Most High is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and the Most High himself shall be with them and be their power. And these are the times we're coming into. The Most High Yahweh himself is coming back, man. He's going to be back with his nation of people. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, bro, again, how can you refute that? So let's end it real quick with the one, the one we all know, this one, it's Joel chapter 2, and verse 27. Hey, this the go-to right here. We all know this one. This is Joel 2 and 27, and it reads, and ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, your power, and none else. And my people shall never be ashamed. So he's the power of the Israelites. He ain't the power of no one else. That's his chosen nation. That's the nation he gave his laws. Of course, the top tribe, he put his name on them. He's all about his people, man. So as the title reflects, the Most High dwells with Israel. He always has, and he always will. And there's nothing you can do with that, man. All those scriptures just proved that very fact, man. So, hey, if you're a Christian and you still have a problem with that, then, hey, the Lord just ain't dealing, man. He ain't dealing with you, bro. And you have no understanding. So it is what it is. And you got a lot of Christians starting to come up against this thing. So it is what it is. Hey, bring it, man. We're ready. We're ready to deal with you. Really, we don't want to. It's a hopeless battle, endless, for naught battle. We're not going to accomplish anything, but yeah, but if there's any listening, there you go, bro. You know what I'm saying? There it is. So with that, hopefully this was edifying to the hopeful elect, giving all praises, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Waharakak Wadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect, the house of David, the Bayah Shah Dawadah. Shalom.